What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Monday freaking afternoon freaking build stream over here. It's what we do. It's what we do on the GrimmGreen YouTube channel on Monday afternoons, and there's just no other way around it. Just kidding. Appreciate you guys being here. Mark in the chat was asking about a sample of the unclonable juice that might be able to be arranged. I might be willing to part with some in order to get some more, but I have a very limited supply left. Anyway, welcome you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We have some random ass products to do today. These are just some seriously random ass products. In fact, let me tell you what prompted all of this. I apologize. Why did I not do this ahead of time? That is ridiculous. Devin left me a comment on the last build stream, and I was like, whoa, you know what? Hang on. Let me take a step back. You're right. He said the cotton on the Serpent Elevate was way too long because the coil was way too high. Matt says the top of the coil shouldn't be any higher than the top of the deck. If you had put an appropriate sized coil in and pushed it way down, you wouldn't have got those almost dry hits. And I went, all right, look, it's time to do Serpent Elevate Redemption. And I realized the thumbnail on this might be a little bit misleading. There's no product called the Serpent Redemption, even though that would be a really cool name. Watofo, let me design the Serpent Redemption. There is no product called the Serpent Redemption. This is the Serpent Elevates Redemption. We're finally doing it right. And Nephron made a good point in the chat before we even got started is this Serpent Elevate has had quite a story arc. I remember getting it and really enjoying it. And I remember vaping it and doing that review and enjoying it. And then every time I revisited it after that, I didn't enjoy it nearly as much. And it came out at least 3 different times for retro vapings in the vlog. And it was in the single coil bangers, build stream. And now it's back in another build stream. There is not another, I don't have any other products that has got this much YouTube time as the Serpent Elevate. All said and done, this has probably been on camera more. So we're here today to give the Serpent Elevate a little bit of a redemption. You know, this is Serpent Elevate part 8. This is the ending of the storyline of the Serpent Elevate. I will enjoy this damn thing. And then just because I got a wild hair up my ass, I thought I kind of want to build that RDTA that comes with the new Aegis Pro Max. What is it? Aegis Pro? Aegis Max Pro? Something like that. I was just on the Geek Vape website, but they make a little RDTA banger for it. Oh, look at that. That's kind of slick. I was fiddling around with it earlier. This is a lot like that other, Vandy does one of these as well for their AIO. So we're going to build that and vape it. So it's RDA or RDTA / RTA day in the GrimmGreen universe. We have some liquids. We're going to be putting Bald Violence into one of them. This comes to us from, Punk Rock Silver Fox. What's his name? Steel Valley Vapor Supply. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. And then all the way from the UK, we got Super Good Butter number 9 to go in these. Now, I also have some coils set aside that I think are going to go good in the Serpent Elevate. And what I want to put in the Serpent Elevate, because it's, the reason why we're here today, I think these are going to go, one of these are going to go into the Serpent Elevate. These are Breeze Tones over there in Adelaide, Australia. He's like a wire genius. He's not even like a wire genius. He is actually a wire genius, and I love his coils. So these are the first ones I'm going to try. I also have some for British Eyes only coils and some kosher coils because I know these are all 2.5 millimeter, and I think that's what we're going to want in the Geek Vape. Cool. All right. Well, let's start with the Serpent Mini. That's where we're starting with. Now, as I've said, we've been up and down and all around this RTA so many times. AJ, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Ben, appreciate you being here. Where's Bearded Viking Customs? There he is. There's the man that makes the Addy stands. That's the man. We've all seen the deck 1,500 times. I'm putting it on top of the V-Zone E-Mask because this is Matt's RTA, and this is one of Matt's favorite regulated devices, whether he'll admit that or not. It is. In fact, it was his review of this mod that made me want to go buy one of these mods. So I went and bought one of these mods, and I love the crap out of it, and I have for years. So we've all seen the Serpent Elevate. I don't need to do the whole walkthrough now. His comment, this recommendation here from Devin, too high, okay? Matt said the coil shouldn't be, okay. No, regular size coil, all right, we're downgrading to a 2.5. We're going to push it all the way down, and we're trying to avoid those almost dry hits. This was like my big fucking complaint about the Serpent Elevate was I would get these almost dry hits. Not quite dry hits, but almost dry hits. Let me do this. It was a super chat there. That came in. Appreciated that. I can never see the first one. It will never let me see the first one because of my pinned comment. So it just says 3.5 millimeter legs Serpent Elevate. So whoever that was, that might have been Andrew there. Appreciate that. Okay, 6 millimeters. 6 millimeters, really? You're sticking to that? If you're sticking by this, 6 millimeters, I can get out a coily tool. Shit. I may not have a coily tool. Damn it. Oh, here. Woo! Woo! 6 millimeters, you say. All right, look. I'm on board. I'm going to get out this Breeze Tones. This is going to be great. 2.5 millimeters. Really, you said 6 millimeters? All right. Let's do 6 millimeters and cut them. I'm going to do it. All because of Andrew. Andrew, if this goes sideways, it's the blame is on you and me, and that's it. You and me, we did this. We did this, man. Let's get this 6 millimeters. All right. You know, I rarely use a coily tool. I have bad vape habits. Bad vape habits. You know, I talk to other people in like other arenas and industries, and they talk about having bad habits, like they're, you know, artists, bad artist habits and bad drawing habits and bad this habits. And I'm like, I don't get that. How do you have bad habits at something you do constantly? And I'm like, nope, never mind. I get it now. Yep. Bad habits. So we cut those to 6 millimeters. Millimetres. I'm going to need this. We're going to have to go full Russian hacker here for a second, so I apologize. I'm going to try to keep this on screen this time. Okay. Oh, the screws are already backed out a little bit. Okay. Let me make sure that these are the correct screws that are backed out. 2.5 millimeters Breeze Tones. Well done. Yep. This is the correct ones. Hang on. I'm just going to drop this in because it looks like Andrew's advice is paying off. And that this, 6 millimeters. Perfect. Is that perfect? Or is that super perfect? Or is that crazy, hyper, amazing perfect? 6 millimeters. Andrew, bro, I owe you something. I owe you one, man. I owe you one. I'm going to leave my tool in here for now. Just going to balance it like that. I'm going to screw this back screw in. What I like about the Serpent Elevate is it doesn't mess with your coils. And I feel like I've had a lot of RTAs recently, especially other single coil, quote unquote, bangers, as some people like to call them. Not me. I'm just kidding. That's all I say, basically. Where, you know, you screw your coil down and it messes with your coil. It pulls it in or pulls it out and spaces it out or compacts it a little bit too close together. Damn, that is perfect, Andrew. Andrew, killing it. Andrew, you're the MVP. And now I'm sad because, okay, no, I have one more Breeze Tones coil left. Okay. Whew. I was almost going to have to re-up. Give me all the Breeze Tones coils. See? Okay, that looks banging. Let's see what we got our resistance to. 0.18, sure. Let's do some strumming and some pulsing. Got people texting me. That's fine. It's just a part of life. There was some residual moisture in here from rinsing it, you know. I got to make these camera ready. So they require a lot of washing. But we're just going to pulse and strum. Breeze Tones is probably having a fit. Why are you strumming my coils? A lot of builders get mad when you strum their coils, but I don't see any other way to do it, and it's just my favorite way to do it. You can just pulse and strum, and it brings it all to life. Yeah, glowing perfectly evenly, Breeze Tones. Damn, that's a really nicely wrapped coil. You can tell. I mean, I can tell. I've been using these fancy coils for so long, and you use so long from M-Turk and, you know, all these other builders. It's definitely like a level of different levels of quality, for sure. For sure. Well, that's going. I just also recently cracked open a brand new container of cotton bacon. That's a satisfying feeling. Duchess, how's your cotton bacon supply? How is it? Oh, that's right. I'm just kidding. Duchess, I have to give you guff because you give me guff, and so I feel like I have to give you guff back. And so when I know that your cotton bacon didn't arrive yet, I can give you a hard time about it. Is that a dick thing to do? I'm sorry. I'm just giving you guff. Don't take anything I say personally. 2.5 millimeters, so I'm going to try to pinch my best cotton, pork roll here and try to get this in here. Now, is this, I need some votes in the chat in a second. Should I be thinning my wicks with this? Because the one thing, what's-his-face didn't say was if I should be thinning my wicks. And other people have told me I should, and then other people told me that I shouldn't, and it's like trying to listen to health advice from the CDC. Now I don't know what to think. Does vaping help you quit smoking or not? CDC? I don't know. Straight answer? Can't tell. World Health Org? No, can't tell. Straight answer? Nope. All right. Now I'm confused. That's how I feel. I feel like I should definitely thin these wicks. This is real snug. Really very snug. Okay, I'm looking to the chat. I need some advice. Ryan Evans, yes. I should be thinning the wicks. Nick also says yes. Okay. Yep, from a Tyler B. See, 3 millimeters, Mike P. All right. Well, I tried 3 millimeters and it wasn't my. I got those dry hits. See, that's what I'm saying. Thin them shits. All right. Joshua says thin them. Level 5 says Mike P. Thin. I thin everything. You thin everything, Rick? Definitely thin them. Tyler's cracking up. Irwin says yes as well. All right. Big Lou 510. Yes. All right. Yes. Again from Big Lou. Pat says yes. So it looks like I'm going to be thinning these wicks out. Let's thin some wicks. Let's thin them. Who cares? Disregard the constable. So I'm going to kind of measure, I guess, right? I'm going to pre-measure. I feel like that's looking pretty good. See, this side isn't as, floofy. Okay, so let's do some wick thinning. I'm not going to do my wick puncturing technique that I say works just as good, even though apparently it doesn't. So I'm going to use my sharp tweezers here. And this is how you thin, right? I'm doing this correctly. Thin that shit out, right? This ain't my first thinning. Does that look thinned? I feel like that looks thinned. If someone asked me if that side looks thinned, I'd say, yeah. Stop saying thinned. Freaking me out. Okay. Is that too much thinnage? Am I way too thin? That is thinned. That's thinned. There's no two ways around it. What you see there is a thinned wick. Thin or trim. How about both? How about I'm going to thin them, and I think I need to trim at least this side off a little bit and make it flat, right? And then I'm going to take this side and trim it just a little bit just to make it flat. And I don't know why. That felt like that's something I wanted to do. My favorite part is up here in this macro mode, you can really see all of the cotton fibers everywhere. Now look at me. I just blew on that. Ruined it. That's fine. Thinned my wicks. Messed up my wicks. Okay, so do you think I can mic vapes this in? I don't think that's going to be an option, but I'm going to try. Nope, not even close, Nick. That's what I hear in my head. Every time I attempt the mic vapes and I don't succeed, that's what I hear in my head. I hear Mike going, not even close. Not even close, bro. I go, fucking mic vapes. Oh, dude, okay, this is great. This wicking I really like this on this side. I'm really satisfied with that. I know people are going to tell me it's too long, but I don't think it's too long. It's just barely poking out the bottom. Like it's barely contained by that catch cup. Barely contained. and they're thinned out, which is a whole new experience for me. It literally feels like I don't have enough wick. Like this is going to flood like a monster machine. And trust me, I mean, if you've never seen a monster machine leak, I mean, what are you doing with your life? I'm just kidding. I don't even know what a monster machine is. See this side? Okay, this side looks pretty good too. This is, again, just barely captured. Just barely captured. This really? Okay, Ryan. See, Ryan says it looks good. That's it. Ryan's here. He said it looks good. Boosh. I say that looks good too. Now the question is, what are we going to put in here? Bottled Violence or Butter 9? Let's go for Butter 9. I don't know why. I'm just feeling it. Butter 9's delicious. If you're in the United Kingdom or you have the opportunity to ever taste some super goods, they make top quality e-liquid. And in the interest of being honest and fair and open, I'm working on something with super good because I think they're so fucking good. Super good. That looks, can we get some vapors happening? Oh, look at these vapors happening, you guys. Dang. Right? 6 out of 10? Whoa, Scott, come on. See, Salty Jules, that's fine. I'll take a see, there we go, Big Lou. Thank you, Big Lou. I appreciate that. Scott Lee, harsh criticisms. That's a rough one. 8 out of 10? I'll take it. I'll take that 8 out of 10. 12 out of 10. Okay, sorry, you've been dethroned by Jimmy Wolf. Sorry, Mike P. He has a 12 out of 10. You don't say no to a 12 out of 10. It's okay, Matching Carpet. Hey, Matching Carpet, I found that knife you sent me, bro. Okay, so we're going to assemble this in the fashion that we normally have assembled it 8,000 times in the past. We got that Serpent Mini. We got that 2 kidney-shaped juice fill holes right there. We're just going to take our liquid bottle and bleh. And try to keep this on camera. The other weird thing about the Serpent Mini, or the Serpent Elevate here is, did it come in other colors or just this gunmetal? Because I do not like this gunmetal. That's what I think. It's not stainless. It's not black. You can kind of run it on black mods, but it doesn't, you can kind of run it on stainless mods. I don't know. I didn't love this color of it. I mean, I did at the time, but now I don't. Okay, so the Serpent Elevate is, okay. I'm going to take a few safety pulls here just to make sure it's not flooding in any way, and then we're going to get into building this bastard. All right. It already tastes better. This is a 0.18. So the wattage that I would run it, yours is blue? I think a blue Serpent would be sick. Did everybody get the blue? Yeah, it looks ash. Matte silver, you got the stainless. Okay, usual color schemes. That's good to know. I appreciate that. Bach. I'm going to turn this up to 62 watts. Dude, it seems to be wicking. I don't get that I'm not getting that almost dry hit, so that's good to know. Now, we'll talk about it more when we get back up top after we're done with this, but I want to turn our attention, if we could, if you'd be so kind, to this right here. Geek Vape, right? Now, does anybody remember this? I had this on the vlog, you see, and here, let me do this real quick and just show you what's in here. I got this on the vlog. And they got a little bit mad at me, but when I opened it up, because it's got it in there, and then you get 2 tanks, and the top tank works with these coil heads, and the bottom tank works with these coil heads, and then you have your 510, and then you have your RDTA, and obviously like all your extras and USB-C charging and stuff like that, and a 510 connection, which I haven't fiddled with the 510 connection, and I haven't fiddled with the RDTA. I had a few, it doesn't matter. I had 2 bad coil head experiences with these Geek Vape coils, and this thing got put in timeout, and then I never did a review for it. But I'm fascinated by this hang on, let's get back here. I'm fascinated by this RDTA. I like the idea of it coming natively on the top. Same way that all the Aegis stuff does. Clicks out, right? That's it. Let's put the 510 in here. Let's see what that looks like. Push it in. Now in Aegis's in the past, you could just press this down, but with this one, it's so firm, you kind of have to button it down. But there it is with the 510. See, that'd be banger with like a, in fact, okay. Well, depending on how this RDTA works out, I have plans. But the RDTA itself is integrated into the tank. There's no real way to get this out of here. Those O-rings that you see don't release the deck out of here. Those are what your top cap grabs onto. It's just a little two-post. Boosh right there. Those where your wicks are going to go down into your tank down here. You can remove this gold-plated 510 pin, but it doesn't do anything except release your positive post. That's it. Fill is right here. Phil Basardo right there. Big juice fill hole. This big hole on the front is just completely superfluous, and I don't know why they have this big cutout on the front. It's just weird. It's just nothing and goes to nowhere and doesn't adjust, because all of your airflow is coming in like a traditional, you know, RDTA with that side airflow. And this is even adjustable in and of itself. You can adjust, watch. Yeah, close it off. You can continue closing it off. You can just open just the bottom. You can just open just the top. I think that's pretty sick. I mean, I think that's pretty versatile, and I like the idea of having maybe like a mod pod. You know, if a smoker picks up like a mod pod, and then they can expand out and be like, well, what's this RDTA all about? And before you know it, they're on Breeze Tones, Claptons, and like building series boxes in their garage. It's like, well, welcome. We told you it was fun. So we're going to get on this. We're going to start building. Or, sorry, Duchess. Oh my gosh, so sorry, Duchess. Installing. You know, one of my patrons, Duchess, who I like to give a hard time to, as we've seen, he was giving me guff earlier and saying that what I do isn't building. He's like, what I do and what Breeze Tones does, that's building. What you do is installing. No. And I was like, I know. Look, I'm not trying to take credit. I'm not trying to pretend that I'm building Claptons here today. I'm not trying to pretend that I'm building aliens here today. I'm not. Simply installing them. Flathead screws here. Merry Christmas, Duchess. Thankful for you. Flathead screws, fairly large looking post holes right there. We're going to dig into some of these kosher coils, I think. I think this is the one I want to use. 2.5 millimeter kosher coils. Oh, he's got his leads going off in opposite directions. Shit. Okay, I might take a break then from the kosher coils, because I don't want to. He's got those specifically set up for, like, you know, something that would require your leads going off in opposite directions, like a K-Fun or something. Shit. Are you going to be too big? 2.5 millimeters. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, that looks pretty good. This looks great, and I'm going to go with it. This is a 2.5 millimeter for British eyes only coil, and I think it's going to sit in there fine. Fine and dandy, right? Build snobs. Well, that's the thing. It's not build snobs. I'm just giving them a hard time. You know, I just like, I give people a hard time. It just means that I love them so much more than anybody else. It's install stream doesn't sound as cool, man. Who's going to come out to an install stream? That's dumb. That's boring. And I saw Bogan doing his build streams, and I was like, oh, he called it a build stream, and he's not building. I'm going to do the same thing. I think this coil is going to work spectacular in here. I'm going to flip this around again. I'm going to keep this centered where it needs to be, and I'm just going to hold my thumb over it. And then we can just crank these down. Whoops. I prefer flatheads to Phillips and to Grubbs. I just like flatheads. That's why the original recoil had flatheads. I feel like you can just get so much more torque than on a, you know, whatever, grub screw. Anyway, so let's clip these leads now. And you guys know what I do. You just clip them. Who cares? Just let them go wherever. Actually, I'm going to look at this real quick because I just wanted to see how much tolerance there was. It does let you kind of get in here and clip them all the way against the posts. And that's good because we need some clearance on there. Clearance. I'm sorry. I saw some super chats come in. It came with a tool, Andrew Airing. Oh, there's no chance I have that anymore. That's definitely gone. I mean, Andrew, did you know the story of trying to find the bridged so that we could rebuild our bridged for the billet boxes? Yeah, I just lose things. You can't mic vape the wicks without the undertickle. Oh, the undertickle? Wait, have I been doing this wrong? All right, I need to watch more Mike's Vapes videos. Salty Jules, just playing, Grimm. 10 out of 10. Hey, look, Salty Jules, I don't take it personally, buddy. It finally happened. P. Basardo used the Patronus charm to turn himself into a vape. Phil Basardo. No, if Phil Basardo turned himself into a vape, it would not be a Geek Vape Aegis RDTA. Okay? I'll tell you exactly what it would be. It's going to be, Inakin's going to manufacture it, of course. It's going to look like it was from 2009, and it's going to have a really Basardo-y drip tip, you know? Like this. The drip tips that I really, really like. You know, I can't find one, damn it. You know? Like this. This is filled with, this drip tip. If Phil Basardo was a drip tip, he would be this drip tip. This is going to be on the Phil Basardo. If he turned himself into a mod, this is the drip tip it comes with. And it would be mouth to lung, temperature control. You know, you'd have to build with like nickel wires or something. That's the Phil Basardo. I'm going to try to glow these. It looks like it's a 0.35. These are only at 30 watts right now, and that's fine for the glowing purposes. We don't have to, go too crazy here. We're just going to pulse and strum like we do. Now let's see how different Phoebo coils. Oh, see, this is a really low wattage. See, we'll be able to get this in one swoop. Lower wattages, so much easier for strumming and glowing your coils, man. Ooh, look at that hot spot. Ooh, look at that hot spot. It's because you can see that the coil's a little bit wonky in there. Those coils are overlapping and they shouldn't be. See why it's only heating up here, not over on this side? That's because of a bad install. That's because of a GrimmGreen install. And here's how we remedy it. You need to push the coils back over, you see. Now let's see what we can do. Now I need my glasses. What's happening in the world? Man, I wish I had cool background music like Bogan. He has cool background music. I don't have background music. Yeah, does it look like the coil's touching a post? You think I need to pull it out a little bit? It's a good call. Good eye. Appreciate that. Good looking out. No, the problem was, that kind of was the problem. That kind of was the problem. Should glow much better now. It's not going to go perfect right out of the gate because I did futz with it a lot. There we go. Bye-bye, hotspot. That was the ticket. That was the freaking ticket. Who said that? I can't remember who said that, but you win. That was the ticket, and now it's heating up beautifully. Look at those beautiful, for British eyes only, aliens. All right, now here's the part that I'm concerned about. We're going to have to try to mic vape some wicks into these holes, right? We're going to have to. I'm going to try it. It's not going to work. We're still going to try it. I'm going to try to pinch off some more cotton bacon here. Man, I am honestly really excited to vape this. I'm going to get a new battery in here because the battery was clearly dying. Single 18650, by the way. Single 18650. Sorry about that. Single 18650 on the inside. If only, man, I would kill for a single 21700 Aegis like this. Like an Aegis boost. If they do a Pro Max next and have it be a 21700, I'll actually be stoked. I will actually be stoked. Let's see what we can do here. going to try to rick it. Ryan Evans for the win, right? Look, I couldn't have done it without for British Eyes Only. It's his coils, you know? It's his coils. If this works, I'm going to be pumped. Little RDTA kind of AIO banger. I don't get around to these AIOs like super as often as I'd like. I know Vandy's had an AIO out with an RDTA on it for a while. I just haven't got to try it. That's a bummer. It's a bummer for Nick. All right, let's see what we can do here. Not enough cotton. Oh, I'd say that's good. I like that resistance. I like the way that feels. Doesn't feel like it's too much. It's definitely a 10 out of 10. Now it's a 10. Oh, okay. Now it's a 10. How much juice does this hold? That is a spectacular question. I don't have a fact checker. I'm going to just guess 5.5 to 6 mils of liquid. 5.5, 5.5 to 6 mils of liquid. All right, so I'm eyeballing right about there, right? Just a little bit past the deck. I'm eyeballing right about there, just a little bit past the deck. I'm going to try to lift and press these into those holes. This is a bad scene. It'll work. It'll eventually work. Okay, that's in. I can pull this through just a little bit still, just to make sure there's enough wick on the other side. It's in. It's down there. I couldn't mic vapes it. In fact, I don't even think mic vapes could mic vapes this in here. This is too complicated for that maneuver. His little tricky flip maneuver. No wicks were thinned in the building of this. Where's my flathead screwdriver? No wicks have been thinned in the wicking of this. Okay, I'm stoked on that. I think that looks great and wicked real easy. Wicked real easy. Stick with the dot AIO, yeah. Well, dude, a lot of people really like those dot AIOs. If I didn't have an instant aversion to dot mod, I would probably pick one up. But I'm thankful that for my billet boxes, and I'm thankful for the Abyss. Thankful for the Abyss. We are going to put some bottled violence. This is a toffee custard. I guess that means, oh, there's kind of a nicotine warning on there, but I'll put this nicotine warning up on the screen just for the purposes of, YouTube and stuff like that. The liquid that I am about to pour on this product that contains no nicotine, the liquid does contain nicotine. So now I'm applying liquid nicotine to the coils. See. Can we fire him yet? Yeah. We're just going to need more wattage. We're just going to need more wattage. I'm really interested in this. I'm really fascinated by this whole idea of an RDTA on top of an AIO. We're going to go full airflow open for now. Just going to center that. This doesn't have any tabs or anything it locks into. So it's old. Oh, it kind of does. It does have tabs. Okay, so it does have tabs, and it's going to lock in front of your coils every single time, and now's when you can twist the cap, close off the airflow if you want, open up the airflow if you want. Sick. That's sick. And if worse comes to worse, if it sucks as an RDTA, I'm sure you could just use it as a dripper, and then all your excess would just drip down into the reservoir, right? Reservoir. All right, I'm going to try to do this on camera, even though I don't think it's a very good idea.
I'm going to get down here and give it a fill. Yeah, fill it up. Fill it up. There you go. All right. It's good. Looks good. Looks nice and full, too.
All right. Good. We're good. Holy crap. No more nicotine warning. Nuts to that. Bye, nicotine warning. Let's get up top here. I'm going to say goodbye from here, but I'm going to meet you here. Let's do some vapings of this stuffs. I feel like that went really well. The little Geek Vape guy is super easy to build. It's just a 2-post. They could have gone Like my first thought was, oh man, they should have done it like the Ghoul, you know? I love that Ghoul RDA design with the ceramic clamp on top. So easy. It's one screw. Little 2-post deck, super easy. Wicked it down, no big deal. We're going to see how it wicks. And like I said, worst comes to worst, you could probably just use this as a dripper. But how are you guys doing today? Good? Snap off airflow cap, turn 90, and snap back on. Snap off airflow cap, turn 90. Oh, thank you. Wait, what? No. Yeah, that's how you get it in the notch. Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. That's how you get it in the notch. There is one little notch on there. Let's see. I had a super chat here. I know for sure. Nick, it's very gracious of you. Front airflow goes under the coil, but can't adjust. Oh, front airflow goes under the coil. So really, you can turn off all of this airflow and have just... There it is. You can have just underneath airflow. My mind is blown right now, Nick, and I appreciate that. Tyler B, that was one of the best Beetlejuice impressions. Yo, yeah, I've been doing that Beetlejuice impression like my whole life. Literally like my whole life. All right, so here we go. Let's turn our attention back. I appreciate that, Tyler B. Thank you very much. There's a few impressions that I've been working on my whole life. Let's turn our attention back to the, we're going to turn our attention back to the Serpent Elevate here. This is like, as I said earlier, the umpteenth time that the Serpent Elevate has been on this YouTube channel. It's been in multiple retro vapes. It's been all over the place. And I think for possibly the first time in the history of the Serpent Elevate, we got it. We got it wicked. We got it wicked correctly. We got it wicked solidly, and we're going to have some vapings on it. This is filled up, as you saw, with Super Good Butter number 9, 62 watts, 0.18. It honestly, like, shout out to the guy that called me out. Who is the guy that called me out? Devin. Yeah, shout out to Devin Archer for calling me out and basically forcing me to do this the correct way and forcing me. And I feel like Devin's going, ha, now you see that it vapes really, really good. It feels different instantly. Devin was right. With a proper sized coil in there with the correct distance, 6 millimeters. You guys are helping me out like crazy. 6 millimeters, the correct coil, the correct clipping, the correct position, the correct wicks, thin out the wicks. The Serpent Elevate it feels like a completely different RTA to me right now, if I'm being completely honest. Completely different RTA. I'm used to, instantly when I see this, I associate it in my head that like, oh, I'm going to get a dry hit. Just damn. No way around it. It's going to be like 2 toots and then a dry hit. This feels already more saturated than my most saturated vapes previously. And I think it's a lot of factors. It's the coils. But really, man, thinning out the wicks. You guys might have just converted me to being a wick thinner, and I cannot stand. Now, it's not that I can't stand it. It's just I'm old and I don't like adjusting to things. Fuck. Nothing but beautiful, delicious, dense vapor. Airflow still feels hollow. I'm going to say that about the Serpent Elevate forever. It just still feels hollow. Feels hollow to me. Overall, it's smooth-ish. The flavor's real nice. Honestly, I like this vape that I'm getting right now from the Serpent Elevate. I'm liking this vape more than I was last week with the Pharaoh. I think that this could be the Pharaoh and the gear because I spent all week with the gear. All week. In fact, the gear is still here. I had to take it off to put this mod on it or to put this tank on it. But I think I like this a little bit more than the gear right now. That's kick-ass. That is kick-ass. This is the most I have ever enjoyed this RTA. Thank you, Devin, for holding me over the fire, for holding me accountable. Damn, that's good. Okay. So I feel like the Serpent Elevate just got a ton of redemption. Ton of redemption. It's vaping so good right now. I just kind of want to keep vaping it. Do you guys mind? Just a boring, just sit and watch Nick vape. Sit and watch Nick vape and hydrate. This stream can be sponsored by the coldest water bottle. I'll put a link down in the description if you're on board. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Serpent Elevate, man. I'm glad that I stuck it out with this RTA. I really, really liked it at first, and then I went through this lull of like, it's pretty good, it's okay, it's fine, I don't really like it. And that's where we ended up. Like the last single coil banger build stream, it was kind of like, I don't like the Serpent Elevate. It's dumb, and it keeps giving me these dry hits. Devin said, no, you're just dumb. And I said, all right. And so we did it this way, and it's awesome. This is great. I live no longer in fear of an impending dry hit. I confidently pull deeply on this RTA. And Adam Breezetone's coils are crackling like everything I've ever wanted. All right. Serpent Elevate. Man, that's a redemption story. What a story arc for the Serpent Elevate. Now, I would like to turn my attention to this guy right here. Aegis Pro. That's what this is, right? I'm going to double check on the Geek Vape website. Yes. Aegis Pro. Aegis Pro. It doesn't come with everything, but you can purchase, I believe, for a second type of purchase, the RDTA, the 510 connection. GrimmGreen, hang on, something got my attention. I never found an MTL RTA that I like yet, so I have bitten the bullet on one and bought a new K-Fun to see if it's as good as people say. I better damn like it. Well, here's the thing, Michael. The K-Fun is kind of a banger, especially if you got the new one. You can really adjust that airflow. Michael, I wish you all the best. A good MTL vape, I think, is a necessity, and I hope you get it. Aegis Boost Pro. Ozzy. Okay, appreciate that, Ozzy. Aegis Boost Pro. Our Aegis Boost Pro with an RDTA. I have all the airflow turned off right now. This is a 0.3, so I'm going to turn this up to at least 50 watts, right? That's being conservative. I have all the airflow on here turned off right now, and we're just going through the center because I didn't know that that was a thing. So we're just going through this center unadjustable airflow, RDTA, single coil kosher coils on the inside. Cheers. I'm in love. Holy shit. It's a combination. Oh no, this is a Phoebo coil on the inside. Sorry, I want to give proper credit. This is a for British eyes only coil on the inside, and the crackle level is Breezetones. I don't want to cause any controversy here. It's a little bit cracklier than the Breezetones coils. Not by much, but a little cracklier. And I guess I feel it more because my mouth is closer to the coils. But with this front airflow open, this is how I kind of want to rock it. I don't even want to try the other airflows, but we're going to. So let's open the whole thing up. Let's just go full cloud chasey. I hope it's staying wet. My wicks are down in that tank, and I don't know if I need to do the drink it thing. Might need to do the drink it thing. Whoa. So much airflow. Okay, so all of these open, crazy airflow. And you can't ever close off this front airflow. Maybe you could do it with your finger. That's a weird way to vape. Okay, that side airflow kind of isn't very great. I don't like it. So I'm going to close it halfway down, okay? This is the final test. One stripe of airflow on the bottom, front airflow full open. I might even give this a little bit more wattage. 55 watts. Watch out. Clouds, bro, clouds everywhere. Sunday. Okay, let's vape. And I want to say this bottled violence, this toffee custard, tastes delicious in here. I was previously rocking this exact liquid in an RDA for vaping from Coil Turd. This tastes damn near as good with a single coil as that did with a dual coil. That's crazy to me. Vaping, man. It's weird. Okay, let's give it another shot here. That is delightfully enjoyable. It's a little bit more open than just that front airflow, and it's actually a lot smoother than just that front airflow. As much as I like just that front airflow, that just that front airflow is a little bit too turbulent. And I'm talking about the airflow on the front. That smooths it out and opens it up a little bit. And if I continue closing, this kind of rules. I kind of like this all the way closed off. I'm going to sip it towards my face like this so we can get the liquid right up against the cotton. Front airflow only. I think this is my favorite. Who saw this coming? I love this. I love it. Holy crap, I love this. Wasn't sure how I would feel about an RDTA on an AIO. It's working awesome. The front airflow, the airflow on the front is my favorite front airflow. It's a little bit turbulent, but I like it more than any combination of side airflow and front airflow. If it was just me, it is. It's loud, Tyler B. You're not kidding. It is loud. You hear that? Woo! What did ever happen to Basil Ray? Basil Ray is still around. He spelled it B-A-S-I-L, like basil, like the herb, the garden herb, basil. Basil Ray, he's not around anymore. I'm friends with him on Facebook, but he's off doing whatever stuff. He was a vaping tourist. He's a vaping tourist. I like to drip on top of this just to give me a little bit more confidence because I'm still not super confident in the ability of this RDTA to continue wicking. But look, I'm going to spend the day with this and see how it goes with this wicking. I will say this little RDTA was super easy to build, and the vape from it, again, with that front airflow, it's banging. Can you hear the crackle? Like, can you hear the crackle? Kind of can't hear anything over that airflow, huh? The airflow is just screaming. Yeah, you can't hear shit over that airflow, but there is a deep rumbling of a crackle in there. It's a deep rumble. It's a deep rumble. Now you have to snap off and turn to get tighter airflow. No, you have to snap off and turn. Oh, you're talking about you can snap off this front airflow? Is that what you're telling me, that I can snap off the front airflow? Because there's no other way to get different airflow from this top cap. It's just not a possibility. There's only open it all, open the top, or open the bottom on both sides. Yeah, on both sides. So if you're telling me I can crack off this front thing and adjust it, then that is a whole other. The coil head pods have adjustable airflow on the front dial. Don't understand why they didn't. I don't know why they didn't just keep it as an adjustable airflow for the RDTA as well. Honestly, it truly is a really nice airflow. With that said, I don't know that I would want to adjust it. I don't know if I would want to adjust it because I kind of like it the way it is. Wait, you're telling me I don't want to break my Aegis here. You're telling me this comes off? This does not come off. I'm going to break this, and it's going to be your fault. No, I don't want to fiddle. You're going to make me break this. You're just playing a joke on me, aren't you? Pat, you're like, oh, yeah, it totally pops off. Yeah, it just pops back on. I feel like you're the kind of guy that would be like, yeah, definitely put Gorilla Glue in your hair. It'll hold it forever, bro. Are you kidding me? Think about it. Makes perfect sense. The front dial does come off. All right. If Nick's on board, how does it come off? Oh, wait, I can see it coming. I'm going to break this. Okay, wait, hang on. I'm gonna break this. Okay, here's the front dial. Are you talking about this part right here comes off? This is gonna break. That is going to break. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Maybe I will later today, but you can't make me right now. We're gonna wrap up this build stream. You guys are gonna, break it, Nepheron. Just break it. No, I'm going to keep vaping this. Yeah, see, Pat, you got me. You got me, you fucker. That's good. I appreciate that. It's a good ribbon. I appreciate that. From one guy to another. That's a good little ribbon you gave me. That's what she said. It does not come off. Thank you, Josh, for being the voice of reason. Pry from the bottom. Nick, you're just trying to get me in trouble now. I will use my Google Fuzak. Anyway, appreciate you guys being here, coming out for just goofing off on a Monday afternoon build stream. Feels like a weird Monday. Feel like this is going to be a weird week. We are going to be back here for TBN tomorrow. The FDA is acting all a fool. Play by the rules, you still get screwed. So we're going to be talking about that. Other than that, I'll see you guys back here Thursday for Mother Trucking Vlog Day. And that's so far away. I can't even think about Vlog Day right now. Can't even think about it. But I appreciate you guys. I'm going to spend the day with my redeemed Serpent Elevate and the damn Aegis RDTA. Who saw me enjoying this so much? It's the crackle. It's the crackle. I can't. That crackle kills me. Oh, that's right. Let's do some super chats, Matching Carpet. Thank you. Your package is scheduled to deliver tomorrow. Thank you fucking so much, Matthew Carpet. Is your name Matthew? Because that would be fucking amazing if your name was Matthew and I called you Matthew Carpet. Anyway, thank you, Matthew Carpet. Nick, that's very gracious of you. Scott said front airflow pop off and turn 90 degrees. I don't scare what Scott said. Scott isn't, I don't trust Scott. Scott's a liar. Actually, I don't know Scott. Scott's not a liar. I just don't want to break my Aegis. Kyler, that's very gracious of you. Favorite bridge for restricted lung? I've been using the Vape Snail with the largest airflow insert, and it's almost perfect IMO. Yep. You already have. My favorite is either the Vape Snail or the bridged 1.2, Kyler. The Vape Snail rules. The way that you have it set up is my favorite. Casey, my wife, is vaping that right now. Other than that, the bridged 1.2 for restricted lung is my favorites. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I really appreciate you guys coming out. We're going to do this every Monday. I don't know why I need to keep saying that. We've been doing it for months now. We're going to keep this party going. I'm going to try to be cooler like Bogan and put music in the background so it's not just dead air and me talking and me going into full Russian hacker mode to try to build things. But I'm going to spend today with this guy, this Aegis RDTA, the Aegis Boost Pro RDTA. Didn't think I would love it so much. Can't put it down. And look, the Serpent Elevate did get some redemption. You know, the title of this is accurate. The Serpent Elevate has been redeemed. Delightfully redeemed. Anyway, if you want to give this video a like on your way out, man, that would really be one of my favorite things of all time. But I'll see you guys. I'll be here hanging out all week long. In the meantime, be excellent to each other. Remember that no matter what anybody tells you, vaping is at least 95% less harmful than burning deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes. I don't know how this isn't common sense now, but it's not yet. You have to remember that no matter what anybody tells you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tobacco free, stay cigarette free, and yeah, peace out.